Adoption law in Indiana ends the child's legal relationship with the birth family and gives the child a new family who will be the child's legal parent throughout the child's life. If a person is married, both husband and wife must join in the adoption petition. They must sign it. They must complete all the legal requirements, and they must appear at court and be willing to adopt the child. Indiana law also allows for unmarried same-gender couples to adopt, and Indiana law allows for a second parent to adopt a child who's been already adopted previously by the first parent. A divorced parent may adopt as a single person, but a separated person cannot adopt because if the family is married, both parties to that marriage must be involved in the adoption. All adoptive parents must pass a criminal history check, and in most cases the court will require a home study by a licensed child placing agency and a period of supervision by a licensed child placing agency before the adoption can be granted. Another name for a licensed child placing agency is a private adoption agency. The Department of Child Services provides free criminal history checks for adoptive parents who are adopting children in need of services. For other types of adoptions involving other children, the adoptive parents will have to pay to have the criminal history check done by a private agency. Adoptions, once granted, also end all the birth parents' rights and obligations, including the right to visit with the child and the obligation to pay child support. Adoptions must always be in the child's best interest, but the courts also protect the birth parents' rights throughout the adoption process. After the child becomes a legal child of the adoptive parents through adoption, it is as if the child were born to the adoptive parents, and the child has a right to inherit from them and other responsibilities owed by parents to that child continue on until that child is grown. If the adoptive parents divorce after the adoption, the divorce court will make decisions about who should have custody, what parenting time should be, and who should pay child support. So there is the potential by the adoptive parent of being required to pay child support for an adopted child, just as there is for a birth child.